What if I told you that Western civilization, its laws, its literature, even its ideas of freedom and justice are rooted in one ancient text, the Bible? Whether you believe it's divine or merely historical, there's no denying its impact. From the courtroom to the classroom, its influence echoes through time. Today, we uncover how the Bible helped shape the very fabric of the modern West, from law to literature. Let's begin with something fundamental: law. Before the modern Constitution, before human rights declarations, there were 10 commandments carved into stone. These weren't just religious rules, they were the first structured moral code to influence large civilizations. They taught, do not murder, do not steal, honor truth, respect authority. These commandments laid a moral and legal foundation that guided not just ancient Israel, but later legal systems in Rome, Byzantium, England, and eventually America. Then comes the concept of lex talionis, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. To modern ears, that sounds brutal. But in ancient times, it was revolutionary. It put a limit on revenge, replacing blood feuds with proportional justice. It said justice must be fair, not excessive. Fast forward to Mosaic law and you see a full legal framework, including rules for property rights, civil disputes, and protections for the poor and vulnerable. These inspired Roman law, filtered into English common law, and helped shape the founding ideals of modern democracies. Even today, the echoes of biblical law can be seen in our courtrooms, from oaths taken on the Bible to phrases like, do unto others, shaping the ethics of justice. Now let's step out of the courtroom and into the world of literature. The Bible is not just law, it's story, and what stories they are. The fall of man, the Exodus, David and Goliath, Ruth's loyalty, Job's suffering, Christ's sacrifice. These narratives shaped the Western imagination. Writers like Dante, Milton, and Shakespeare built their masterpieces on biblical themes. Even secular authors like Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, and Faulkner wrestled with biblical morality, sin, forgiveness, and the human condition. The Bible gave Western literature the structure of the hero's journey, the themes of redemption, betrayal, sacrifice, and grace, the poetic rhythm of Psalms and Proverbs, the archetypes of villains, saints, and saviors. Even in today's pop culture, from the Chronicles of Narnia to the Matrix, biblical imagery continues to shape the stories we tell. In short, the Bible isn't just referenced, it's woven into the DNA of literature itself. But its influence doesn't end with law and literature. The Bible shaped philosophy, inspiring thinkers like Augustine, Aquinas, and even Kant. It birthed universal human rights as people began to see all humans as made in the image of God. It inspired education, with early universities founded to study theology and scripture. Even science flourished in the West under the belief that the universe was created by a rational God and could be understood. So whether you walk into a courtroom, pick up a novel, or simply say, forgive and forget, you're engaging with the legacy of the Bible. You don't have to be religious to see its imprint, from justice to art, from storytelling to the very way we define good and evil. The Bible is the silent architect of Western civilization. It shaped not just what we believe, but how we live. So next time you hear someone say, it's just an old book, ask them, then why are we still living in its shadow? If you found this eye-opening, give it a like, subscribe for more historical and cultural insights, and comment below.